started out in Florida not so long ago. Well, I guess by now it's been 5 years. Well, some people start with Zemo and other foo-foo stuff, but with 2 feet I jumped into beer. At first I thought it tasted like camel urinate, but then the taste it finally grew. Well, I look on it now, well it must have been my fate, because I love that frothy brew. Frothy, so frothy. Beer is good.
All different Perkins from all different breweries.
Most of these are Indiana.
Whatever they drop.
So it's like your one-stop shopping.
These are one-all.
What's your favorite beer of show?
Beer of show?
Beer of show.
What do you mean?
What have you had here so far that you really liked?
There's beer here? Wait, I thought I was at the pizza festival.
I'm getting trolled by indie beer news.
I think Toe Yard, they had a shandy that was really refreshing. I really like that one.
The peanut butter porter from Powerhouse. That was really good.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to try a beer with peanut butter in it for forever, and I missed out on the one at Winterfest, and it was delicious. It was like drinking a Reese's cup.
I kind of like Flat 12 stuff the best so far, but there's a lot of good ones.
Triton, all the stuff they do, I love them, but I think a part of that's just because I love partying with those dudes.
I'm really loving the peanut butter porter that they have right here right now. There are also a lot of the cask beers that were over there at the other end that were fantastic, because they're kind of one-off ones that they made kind of special just for the show.
Of course I have to represent Three Wisemen because they're my brewery, but I love Scarlet Lane. Everything that they do is really, really good. Taxman's really good. Pretty much anything. I love all the beer, honestly.
It was next to Three Floyds, but it was the mixture of different beer. They have different brands over there. It was really good.
Wow.
I think that's probably my favorite so far, but I have to find out who it's from.
No problem.
I don't remember the name, but Flat 12. Indy. I'm from Indianapolis. I'm getting interviewed.
What advice would you give to future festival goers?
Always bring pretzels.
Really?
People laughed. They were like, oh, we're gonna look stupid. You need pretzels to survive out here.
I would say that the early bird is totally worth it.
Get early bird,
Totally
get
worth
an hour in before everybody else, as I put it, the Rudy Poos show up.
Yeah.
So try everything.
Every single beer.
Every single beer from every single stop. Try it all.
Look for the specialty beers that are usually only available for VIP when they do it. That's the best thing. Always go VIP too.
I like beer better when it's free, and it almost feels free because I just buy the ticket and then I can have as much beer as I want. It almost makes it taste better.
How do you feel about people that don't bring pretzels?
They just look like noobs. That's all. I mean, it's not a huge deal, but I mean, why would you not want to have a snack?
How do you support craft beer?
How do I support it? I don't, other than drinking. What other way is there to support it?
Go to Sun King and some of the other local breweries in Indianapolis, and also, Phil Growlers, and also just kind of talking about it.
I run Indie Beer News, which is that is core, a weekly podcast. I talk about upcoming events, anything big that's coming up in the craft beer industry.
When anyone asks me why should I come to Indiana, I say to drink beer because we have some of the best beer I've ever had.
I come to the shows, I go to the various different places, and I vote for the senators and people that seem to be in favor of the home brewing. I'm fairly active on Indiana on Tap and those types of things as well.
I own a company called Misfit 29 Studios located here in Bloomington. Me and my girlfriend, Liz Pavisa, own it together. She's mainly photography, I'm mainly videography, do some photography work as well. And we just do a lot of craft beer events.
I moved to Indiana from Virginia, and it took a long time to kind of learn to love Indiana. And this is my way of loving Indiana, is through craft beer.
I try to just on Twitter, kind of like what you guys do, retweet a lot of things and show it that way. Try to get it out to people I know who maybe are more fans, Bud Light, Coors Light. Try to get the word out a little bit more.
So, do you like or do you find it annoying that we retweet everything you put out? Because I think I retweet every single indie beer news tweet.
It is funny, and I notice it, and I appreciate the support. So annoying, no.
Okay, that's all I really needed.
But you are a heavy supporter of Indiana craft beer.
Who got into craft beer first?
Me.
Oh.
That was me!
She's lying.
Really?
Look how much she has to like show it off, you know? She's like, it was definitely me. Definitely me.
You like fat, hairy, bald guys? Is that a yes? I didn't catch that. Was that yes?
Beer is good. I like it out of malt, I like it out of rice. I drink any beer as long as it's on ice. I drink it at a ball game or at an Irish wake. I'd even drink it at my friend's party on the lake. That's me. But don't go swimming for at least 30 minutes after. You'll catch a cramp. Beer.
Want to be interviewed?
Sure, man. Why not? Hey, let me get a beer first.
I don't know if you know who we are. We're a group of the
I know you. I'm Punch the Tank, dude.
Oh, hey, Punch the Tank. Nice to meet you. Sweet. Unlike other breweries, you seem to go for a malt profile more than a hop profile. Why is that?
So Andy and I both kind of grew up drinking. We got started in craft beer in that whole German Hefeweizen, that English style beer. My first true craft beer experience was my trip to Munich, Germany. So I inherently went that way, and then actually hops were the last thing I got into. And it's a market that nobody's really paid much attention to. You know, fully lagering beer all the time is something that, you know, we're doing. We found a nice little niche, and that's what we're gonna go with. The beer that represents us, the beer that we're most proud of, is probably the 19 days fully lagered Maibach, because it is fully lagered. Beer spends 90 days in primary fermentation, which other breweries may or may not be doing in the state, but nobody's doing it consistently. It's a clean beer, it's a crisp beer, it's providing a taste that nobody in Indianapolis is used to tasting. So.
And Bachs aren't really common in Indiana.
No,
breweries.
not at all. You know, and that's kind of, you know, it goes back to the German influences that we have with the Maibach. Of course, we have Kunkel Dunkelweizen. Another lager that we've done has been the Hell of a Dortfest, which, when you break it all down, is just a really nice German lager.
Very cool. Well, it's nice to finally meet you.
Definitely, man, definitely.
What beer has been going the quickest, and why do you think that?
Mead, especially. You know, we're the only winery brewery meadery that we know of, and we do ciders. So I don't know anybody that does all four, let alone three. And then our apricot IPA is Tobias is going really well also, and that may be the weather. And you know, of course, IPA is probably 60% of the craft market right now. And as you look at the branding and the three insignia that you talk about, the 3 ages of life in the Middle Ages, you would have been part of the cleric, which is part of the cross, and any of the beers that we would brew that would fall under a Belgian style. You got the mash paddle for your artisans and your peasantry. So anything we would do in the style of maybe a wheat. And the last category was your kind of your royalty or your fighters, which is where the cross or the sword comes from. So all of our beers fall into one of those families, and you'll see that insignia on the bottles and or the cans. And we'll just keep running with that, see how it goes.
How did you finally decide on where to locate your brewery and why?
Well, we wanted to be in Indianapolis. We wanted to be in the heart of Indianapolis as much as we could. A lot of it was by chance, honestly. We found the building that we're in now, had a for sale sign in front of it. Talking with the owner of that place about a leasing option, found out the history of the building. It just seemed like a match made in heaven, so it took a lot of work, you know. There was no electrical, no plumbing. It was completely boarded up and abandoned, inches of dust across the whole thing. But when you find out it used to be an old brewery, and Prohibition took them out, it just, every brick that was laid there was made for making beer, was laid so that beer could be made. So it just felt right, and we feel really honored to be in that spot. I mean, we're just really excited about how much support people have shown us in the last, especially the last year. We don't market much, we don't advertise much. We form partnerships with other arts organizations, and we put a lot of effort into putting out a wide variety of well-crafted beers. And to us, that's a recipe for success, and it sounds like that's working, so that's always cool.
Play guitar and sing our something balls all night long. We'd play till dawn if we could. But like I said, we drink beer till our livers turn real black. But hey, that's us with Shadowood. Beer is good.
All right, what hasn't been done? Get a picture with a cop. There's cops here. Are you seeing them?
No, like a real cop, not like a rented cop.
No, they've got guns.
Hey, I don't think they're real.
They're cops.
That just means they have concealed carry permit.
Build a penis
Not a fish cop.
from found objects. You haven't built a penis yet?
Not yet.
If you were to have a one-night stand with any of the Golden Girls, who would you pick and why?
Oh, Blanche.
No, time out. Sophia.
Sophia?
She's the only one that would be up for it, though, right?
Sophia.
That's like saying,
No.
would you rather stand on the ground or on the sky? Well, the ground, because that's the only way
No,
to actually have
you have to go Blanche because she's the only one that can convince B. Arthur and Betty White to join in. It's really, really heavy on the peanut butter.
No, the peanut butter porter was down that way.
Well, it should be Powerhouse.
No, it wasn't Powerhouse. I got it down that way.
Well, there's one at Powerhouse too.
What's that brewery right there on the corner? Right next to Taxman. They have the peanut butter.
New Albanian?
No, they have the peanut butter porter down there.
They've got one here too, right?
Well, I haven't tried this.
What are you doing?
I don't know. Watch it.
Oh, headbutt.
Oh my God! All right, I'm done. We're done. We're going home. Bye, guys. I'm out of here.
I'm a swollen eye tomorrow.
What'd you do yesterday? I went to a beer fest.
I went to a beer fest. My buddy headbutted me. Right in the eyebrow. I'm gonna have a cut like dude in the UFC.
I'm a little disappointed in you guys that you haven't donated your underwear to someone else.
It's not in good shape.
Oh, you're gonna overdo it tonight.
Yeah, and he did. And guess what? I'm
Your
the
fault.
asshole.
You're the fucking asshole.
I'm the asshole.
and after that day, still go 3 points. You weren't there.
Yeah, he went to 3 points after that. I didn't tell him to drink at 3 points.
Hey, when you get off the train, go drink more.
I'm gonna spell on him, dude. He's totally getting fucked up because of me. You don't get alcohol neuropathy unless you're around me.
Apparently he's at New Albanian.
Who is?
Justin is.
No, he's not.
Where is he? Oh. No. I thought you were at New Albanian.
Oh, you told us to meet you here, shithead.
It could
This
be.
has some pepper. It's got some pepper in there.
With the wine IPA?
Yeah.
Straight up
Why don't you
apple.
get
Is that
the
a
same
cider?
No.
God damn, my mouth is. I am done, bro. My palate's fucked. My palate is fucked.
He's got cup kleptomania.
It's a cup kleptomania.
Look.
Oh! Did you buy that or take that?
I bought it.
Okay. For the video, for once.
I stole the cups. I bought the shirt.
They up here, if you notice, see this big line? This is the line from Budweiser. Okay, they are revolutionized. I can't even say that word. Revolutionized.
Actually, isn't that the line for the porta potties?
Yeah, Budweiser.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. So that's what I'm gonna get.
Oh!
Awesome.
Hold my glass. Hold my glass.
I got underwear. Okay, so this is the beginning of her about.
I love it. No, that you got it from the very
Back in there.
Oh, I know you feel guilty.
Sorry. Wish it would have been you.
Oh, there you go.
I guess you really wonder why I sing this song.
I'm really tired of you messing with me. No, stop.
said stop.
Well, I drink it on the weekends and jig
That's why you need the. That's your new nickname. It's your fucking hat.
Play guitar.
Can't outrun your problems, man.
I tried, and that's why I run.
But like I said, we drink beer till our liver.
Yeah, I like metal.
That's us with Shadowood.
A little bit sweet. It does have the porter taste, but you got a little sweet. Too much.
It's good. I like it out of malt. I like it out of rice. I'd drink any beer as long as it's on ice. I'd drink it at a ball game or at an Irish wake. I'd even drink it at my friend's party on the lake. That's me. I'll drink it from a bottle and I'll drink it from a keg. Some people seem to think I got a hollow leg because I like beer. Because I like beer.
Can you guess what that is? Smells like a porter. No. Belgian. No. Well, actually, yes. Yes. Quadruple? No. Double? No. None of them. I know it's not from Grapevines. I know it's not from Peoples. It's from Peoples? Motherfucker, it's from Peoples. Has to be a trick. What it is, from what they said, I haven't tasted it, it might not be on style. Bourbon barrel, Imperial Belgian Stout. I know you never would have got it, that's why I asked. Yeah. So, bleep man. Bleep man. Anyway, no, we can say fuck. Yeah, so fucking.